Hello everyone, I'm Valkyr, and I'm gonna run Sonic Riders Zero Gravity. This is the second game from the Riders franchise. It's way different than the first game. There's a lot of new mechanics and new stuff. It's a very short run, so I think it should be really cool to watch too. Just a little heads up warning, this game has a lot of flashy lights and blinking, so please watch out for that if you are light sensitive. And with helping me commentate, I'm here with the lovely Lee. Hello, Lee.
Hi, I'm Lee, aka atwentysomethingloser. I'm here to help out Luna. Absolutely crush this run and hype her up because she's gonna rock it. So
Yeah, so without further ado, I just do a little countdown before we start. The timer starts as soon as I select the first level here. So I think we should be okay. So the run starts in 3, 2, 1, and go. Yay! So Sonic Riders is a racing game, and it's pretty much like we are playing story mode on no ultra. This game has like super short cuts and skips, and we're going to do one of them like right off the bat. This is not considered a ultra skip, but it is really a really cool short skip because we are going to do something called a checkpoint warp. So let me just do this gravity dive here, and I hit the checkpoint on the other side. I'm right there already, pretty much. So as you can see, there's a lot of mechanics. Like I said, is very different from the first game. The first new mechanic is the gravity bar, which are our GP points, the blue bar on the corner on the left. That's pretty much our fuel, let's say, for using our gravity powers. I can do a gravity push and to turn to turn faster, and also do the gravity dive that we lose a lot for the skips like this one here. Okay, 2 times. And pretty much the entire run is just doing the same strat over and over for the 3 laps in the tracks. So yeah, let's try to get them all, I think.
and obviously we have the iconic Sonic rings that we're picking up here as we go along. Those little card type things. Are they extra little boosts that you have?
Yeah, the rings for this game works like power-ups. For every time I collect a specific amount of rings, I can spend them on the 3 upgrades we have on the top left. First Sonic is like a max speed up, the gliding mechanic on rails, and also max GP up. Usually we don't want to get the rail one, we just try to get max speed and also GP if we have enough rings. So it's a really neat mechanic. It's very different for the first game, where rings there were pretty much your level and your max speed. But like I said, it's a very different game from the first one. And here we have our first level already, yay! Now a cool mechanic for this game on story mode, because doesn't look like the racing game has a story mode. Each chapter or each race, we are going to play with a different character. The first race is with Sonic and the second one is with Tails. The Tails levels are way more technical and harder than Sonic and Knuckles because like every type of character has like this speed type or flying type or power type. Tails is a flying type, so we can abuse that to do some very nice skips, especially on the aquatic capital level. But here we are going just to try to do the same strat we did on the first track, which is the checkpoint warp on a very specific part of the track. We just going to dive to get through here more quickly. Get my speed up upgrade. And now here I'm going to try to line up on a specific spot of the track, so I can do the checkpoint warp for this part. The way hitbox on this game works, the track that actually don't have a collision box on the bottom, so we can just like do this, and we're already at the end of the level. And yeah, we can also fill our GP bar by doing tricks with our vehicle, and also by when you are on the gravity type skill, you can just glide on objects and stuff that are flying. There's also items you can pick up in the middle of the race, but this is not a kart racing type, so there's not like bombs, missiles, or stuff. It's just pretty much rings or shields, and sometimes you can get a little more GP as well on them, but it's very rare. I usually want that, so I don't have to do much of tricks, but you can hope for that kind of drop as well too. Here we're going to line up again. I think I bumped, yeah. This is what happens when you miss the checkpoint warp. You have to go all the way around. That's why it saves so much time on this category. If you're going to do the ultra shortcut skips category, you just like on the start of the level you do a super dive on the on the Oblivion and just pass the entire lap already. But it's okay. You can catch up.
We have time for a quick donation?
We do, yeah. Sure.
Wonderful, thank you. I have $25 from Bex. They don't leave a comment, but thank you so much for your donation. And $10 from Mom6226. Gotta have that Katamari. Thank you so much for that donation. We are only $4,720 away.
Yay.
Really incredible. Getting super close there with those donations. I love how during this level, you have already passed it here at this point, but I love that you just like push a plant out of the way and it like breaks down all the doors, which is super cool.
Actually, that is a shortcut for the power type of characters, but while doing that, we can like just pass over and do things in the game. Just give a shortcut there we are not supposed to get with this character. There's a little bit of time.
Very cool.
And yeah, this should be the Tails level. Okay, now the third level is a Knuckles level. Knuckles is a power type character. So different from Sonic and Tails, instead of getting the max speed up upgrade first, you're gonna get his vehicle upgrade, which is like a little motorcycle. And what that makes is that our turning is a little better, and also he can break obstacles. So we're gonna use that in our advantage here on this level. There's a little trick I will do here at the beginning as well, which is you should be not able to go through here from this side, but if you start to doing a dive right here, you can just almost catch it, perfect, and get through here. And I'm gonna have to take a little more careful to get some rings to get my upgrade, like I said. There we go, now we have our bike. Okay, and here I will like, how can I say this? There is a shortcut in this game because this game has a lot of gravity mechanics. And usually you're supposed to use your gravity push to go on the wall. But we're not going to do that. Instead, we are going to do a little setup like this. And just bump on the wall, get the air. I did not get the air. And then you can just skip it straight there to the finish line. I will try to do that again in the other laps. It doesn't lose much time if you miss it. You just have to like aim in a little precise angle to hit the capsule, and sometimes you just clip right through it like just happened. So just wait a bit here. Okay. Really low on GP, so this should be a little problem for trying to do the trick again on this lap, but let's try it and hope for the best. Okay, looks good. Yay! There we go.
There we go. So much hype and exciting things. Question for you. Is it faster on this level to break through those walls here in comparison to going through them? Or is it just because Knuckles is a powerful character?
Yeah, I was going to say, for Knuckles in specific, it's better for you to break them, because every time you break an obstacle with a power character, you get a little of GP, which is our bar there to use the dive skill. So every time you break a wall, like for example this wall, you get a little bit of GP, so it's worth it to break as always. And here, actually just for me to get the angle here on the left, so I can line up to do the trick. Should be fine too. Yeah, we got both times. 2 out of 3. It's okay. Okay, so the next run is actually the hardest run, hardest track in the game. It is Aquatic Capital. It's a Tails level. And this one is really hard because there's a trick, super precise with Tails, that nowadays there is different setups for doing that in a more consistent way. But the one I know is just the more, let's say, optimal way and not super consistent. So I will try to do that, and I hope I get it on GDQ because it's a really cool trick. But pretty much the plan here is we need to farm a little rings here, so we can get the air upgrade, and then we can build up a little some of our GP here. And if I do the diving at this correct spot, we can do... Oh, first try, nice. We can skip the entire section and just be here already.
Nice job.
Yeah, I'm really happy I got this.
Entire section and going underneath that whole level more or less.
That is way more harder than it looks. I don't know if it looks harder already.
It looks incredibly difficult.
Yeah.
To skip.
But like I said, there is more easier setups to hit that, but they are a little bit slower. So hitting that in that way is a little more optimal. I think nowadays also there is a different skip for this level, but I did not learn it yet. So I just do this one because it looks cooler as well. Let's try again. Oh, nice, okay. And like I said, Tails is really technical because you have to control his flight as well as your angle when you're trying to do your turns. So it's a really real mechanic for you to get when you're trying to learn this game. But the ones you do is super. The satisfaction is really high. I also missed the thing there. So it's okay. I got it 2 times this skip, so I'm happy already. We're just going to wait here.
Time for a quick donation?
Yeah, sure. Go for it.
Thank you so much. I have $70 from Chronophagia. Kudos to all the runners and Flame Fatales team for putting on a great show. Thank you so much for your donation. We are now at 40,425, pushing us ever so closely to the Katamari Forever unlock. Let's go ahead and hit 45,000 so we can see more Flame Fatales.
Oh, let's. Okay, next level is Knuckles level, Gigant Rocks. This is the second to last level. It's a very short run. It's only 6 tracks on the Hero Story, the normal Hero Story. And here our goal is to try to get the motorcycle as fast as possible again. But we are going to do a little trick here, which is start a wall push, but then cancel it in midair, and that makes our bike to just fall on the bottom of the ramp. And they actually is way faster. They're just going down that on the normal way. And here again, we get the shortcut for the power characters, which is pretty convenient in this level. Also, this is my favorite song in the game as well. It's very catchy jamming.
We want to see those cat jam emotes in chat.
Yeah,
or any kind of dancing emote in chat. Drop them in. The music throughout this entire game is absolutely incredible.
It is, yeah. Even the most, not very known Sonic games, they always have a good soundtrack. I think that's a normal statement for the Sonic franchise in general, that is having good music. Oh, I think I did a little too far. Okay, there we go.
And now our hero's story in particular, we just do the six tracks, but the total game has 16, correct?
Yes.
Yeah.
There is 3 stories. There is the hero story, which is this one we are running, and there is also the Babylon story, which are the same tracks but with different variations. Like for example, on this level, it's at night and you go inside the temple instead of just like outside here. So they are in the same locations, but the tracks are very different, and usually the Babylon story is a way harder run as well. A lot more tricky to navigate on the levels. Oops, I think I go. Okay, I save it. I did not mention, but the ranking system pretty much how good you press the X button close to the edge. On this game is very much auto trick system, let's say, because on the first game you have to like hold the button and do directionals so you can get different tricks and get different ranks. But on this one, the way you get higher ranks is just how close you press the X button on the edge, so it's way more easier and reaction based than anything. And of course we always want to try to get higher rank as possible so we get more GP to use more dive and go faster. Yay!
Yay!
So we have a couple time of some last donations before the last level now, if you want.
Absolutely. I have $50 from Happenstance and Roxapop that says, loving the Sonic runs and what can only be called the aggressive positivity of that community. Let's keep going fast and unlock that Katamari run. Thank you so much for your donation. I also have a $50 donation from Hawkeye Rio that says, I couldn't think of anything funny, so instead I'll just give a big hiya to cute chat and wish all the runners luck. Well, hiya, and thank you very much for your donation. We are at $40,425 out of the $45,000 needed to unlock the bonus run, Katamari Forever. So let's get those donations in so we can see more GDQ.
Hiya! Okay, this is the last level of the game. This is a Sonic level. This stage is really cool because the game wants you to do these jumps and go way down, then go up back again. But if you do the gravity push, we can actually just skip this entire animation. And here I will on purpose do a low rank, so I can do this. And then I'll dive on the nothing here, but trust me, I know what I'm doing. Yay, it's working. This triggers a checkpoint abort, which I can go to this part of the track already and just pretty much skip the entire line there is up there. But yay, saving time. Actually, just a little heads up, the time is as soon as I reach the finish line on the third lap. It should be a little soon. Okay.
I think the mechanics of this last lap and the last level here is super, super cool because you're jumping off the edge with a purpose and you end up like on the opposite side of the track. It's a speed strat to to jump off the level here, which is really cool.
Yeah, the skips of this game are not like super intuitive, but trust me, they were. And here, yep, got it again.
And then back on again. Yeah, incredible.
I think I'm way... Yeah, I am. The way you skip that animation and go up there already, you have to hold down the entire time. Because I didn't mention, but this game you can actually play with GameCube controllers instead of just Wii ones. And Wii gives you more air momentum and more air control, but GameCube is a little more easier to control Sonic and other characters. So the way you do the tricks and how you control the characters when you're on the air, it's way different if you play with different controllers. That's why it's also a separation between the categories running with Wii and GameCube controllers. Okay, let's see if I get 3-3. Looks good. Yay! 3-3, nice.
We are on the last lap here, so last lap hype here.
Are you?
Coming up on the end here pretty soon.
Okay, so time should be just right now, as soon as I reach the finish line. And time.
Woohoo!
Congratulations!
Yay, thank you. Yeah, like I said, it's a really short run. A really cool game to pick up if you want to try starting with Sonic games and just racing games in general. The skips are not super intuitive, but they are not impossible as well to learn. And I'm up to also teach if one is interested in that. But yeah, thank you for having me. Thanks, Lee, for helping with the commentary as well. And yeah, hope you guys have a great time.
Where can people find you if they're looking for you?
You can find me on Twitch with my channel with the same name as displayed here on GDQ, to twitch.tv Luna Valkyr. And I don't stream too much nowadays because of work and real life, but sometimes I do a lot of RPG runs. Nowadays, the most recent runs I'm doing is Darkest Dungeon 2. But usually I always pick some Sonic games, Sonic franchise games to run. So yeah, you can find me there too.
Awesome. Thank you so much for your run. That was really, really fun to watch. I have a $40 donation from Megals. There is no comment, but Megals, thank you very much for your donation. And I have a $5 donation from Asuka424. Much love to Tech for all of their hard work. Hey, chat, do you think we can get a $5 Tech Team train going? Here's my ticket to ride. Thank you for that donation. Tech Team is absolutely phenomenal, and I agree. Can we get a $5 donation train to thank the Tech Team for all they do and get us closer to that bonus game? And chat, I'm here to tell you about one of our amazing sponsors, The Yeti. They create amazing merch, apparel, and vinyl for video games and pop culture, and are the official merch supporter of Games Done Quick events since 2011. And over $2.5 million has been donated to GDQ charities in that time, which is phenomenal. They have some amazing merchandise up right now for Frame Fatales. They have got fantastic shirts. That metal one, they're all super cool, but that metal one's super cool. They've got a really cool hair clip bow pin, a enamel pin. I collect pins. I can't wait to pick up literally every single one of these. A portion of the purchase price from all items in the Flame Fatales collection will be donated directly to Malala Fund. You can find them at theyeti.com/framefatales. I'm sorry, /Flame Fatales. And chat, we are at $40,425. We need $4,575 to unlock a run of one of my favorite games, Katamari Forever. If we meet $45,000, we will unlock an all goals run of Katamari Forever by Garby, who is a phenomenal runner. It is a phenomenal game. I would love to see that met. Again, we had a call for a $5 train for our tech team. Let's keep that going. Let's show some love to the people behind the scenes, as well as all of our runners. And let's get that met so we can have more Flame Fatales. And all right, chat, if you want to go ahead and get a drink, stand up, stretch, we are going to take a quick break and we will be right back. Welcome on back to Flame Fatales 2023. I hope you all had a fantastic little break there. I have a $25 donation from Astro Witch. Had to put my money in for that bonus Katamari, and hoping to heal the chip sale cadence of Hyrule mix. Thank you so much for your donation. And I have a $50 donation from Garby. Tech team is amazing. Less than 3. I super agree. We are at 40,600 out of the 45,000 needed for Katamari. So let's get those donations in and get that met. And chat, we are all ready for our next run, which is Sonic Mania with Metroid Crime. So let's go on and over and see that run.